A new installment in our Raymond on the Road series tonight. Raymond Arroyo in South Bend, Indiana. Now it's home of Mayor Pete Buttigieg. But what's the mayor's real record look like from the ground?
From the looks of things, you might think I'm in St. Louis or Detroit, but actually, I'm only a few miles from the Golden Dome of Notre Dame. Welcome to Mayor Pete's South Bend, Indiana, a place where the local population here, 25% of them live beneath the poverty line, and crime has risen to 20-year highs, with violent assaults exceeding by 173% the national average. And there are a lot of abandoned homes here. USA Today recently described South Bend as one of the most dangerous cities in America. They say it's double the national and state average for these assaults. Why? What is happening here?
We've got a mayor that's more concerned about politics right now than he is about public safety in our own city, and it's infuriating.
Because of some of the rhetoric that Mayor Pete employs both here at home and nationally, has it made it more difficult for you to do your job and your officers?
Absolutely. Now the public sees us as villains. They're looking at police officers as someone that wants to hurt them, not help them. And morale is at an all-time low as far as I'm concerned. I've been a police officer here for 27 years. This is the lowest I've ever seen it. And it's mainly due to the mayor's lack of public support for our officers.
Tell me about the Eric Logan case. That garnered a lot of national press.
More than 10 officers have been shot at since that shooting.
Wow.
That scares officers.
And to what do you attribute that?
We attribute that to the racism remarks that Mayor Pete has been spewing and demoralizing our police department and the public. You know, the public is now afraid to approach us.
Do you feel safe in South Bend?
Not at all.
Honestly, I can't wait to get out. I get tired of hearing of shootings every night.
I feel like I'm on guard. I feel like they try to cover it up.
I'm okay with where I'm at. There's some stuff going on downtown and some other areas that need to be addressed.
Do you go downtown in South Bend at all?
Sometimes I do. I used to go a lot, but then it's a lot of fighting.
I particularly do not go downtown, especially after late. I don't care for it. I don't like it. My 15-year-old doesn't like to be out alone at night either.
Is there a homeless problem?
Absolutely. I'm sure you saw it driving over here. They're all over the city. 25% live below the poverty level. These are their options.
Given what you've witnessed and lived under Mayor Pete's leadership here, is he ready to assume national office?
I don't believe so. No. My message to the mayor is to drop the politics and be a leader for the city that he was swore to be a leader for.
And then there's Mayor Pete's record on abortion. In 2018, the Women's Care Center, a pro-life crisis pregnancy center, wanted to open up a facility next to that abortion clinic there, the brown building you're looking at. Well, the city council approved their permit, but Mayor Pete vetoed it.
We purchased a building and that needed to be rezoned. We brought it to the city council. They approved our rezoning. That was vetoed. The owner of the property here, where we stand,
across the street,
contacted us and offered us his property. And so we built here, and here we are serving women on the west side of South Bend. Justice demands that every woman in this community, in every community across the country, has the opportunity to choose life.
We're in downtown South Bend. As you can see, it's not exactly populated in the afternoon, but Mayor Pete has instigated investment downtown. There's some new construction. The Studebaker factory here was recently turned into a tech hub. But the question is, can the residents afford to live in these new high-rises and apartments?
I have two children, 24 and 25. I don't think they could afford to live in some of those spaces.
I'm trying to get out of South Bend currently. I don't really see a lot of opportunity in this city. I definitely feel like it's more for those that have money rather than the actual residents here.
Is Mayor Pete ready for national office, in your opinion, after his record here?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
I see him as an opportunist. I don't agree with anything on his platform.
I like Mayor Pete. I think he would do a great job in what he's running for, and I support him 100%.
Can't see him standing toe-to-toe with Putin or some Chinese leaders. I personally don't think he should.
Why not?
With what he's done with the city, I mean, he hasn't really changed too much.
And Raymond Arroyo joins me now. Raymond, terrific reporting there. What's your impression of South Bend? I've only been there a couple times because of, football games or whatever over there at Notre Dame. But though at least the people you interviewed, and it's not a scientific study or anything, but they seem like he's saying he's not doing his job at home, let alone doing anything for the country.
Well, Laura, a lot of these people really like Mayor Pete. They think he's smart. They think he's articulate. They give him credit for look behind me. This new art center has been refurbished, but the streets are empty. There's nobody here. And this is a day-long approach to the area. It looks like this. It's abandoned. It's a ghost town. Now, on the other side, they say they feel unsafe. They're worried about rapes. They're worried about violent assaults, and not only here, in the neighborhoods. And you saw the homeless problem we uncovered. Now, that's in the woods, but that's here in South Bend. And the head of the police union there, Harvey Mills, shared more information with us about the drug unit being shrunken by Mayor Pete, as well as traffic enforcement. So we have more to share with you, Laura, later in the show. They've sent us a statement, the city of South Bend. We've been in touch with Mayor Pete's campaign.
All right, we'll reveal that later.
We have more to share later in the show. So
fantastic. All right, Raymond, thank you so much.